Renting is throwing money away. You've heard it your whole life from your parents, from your boss, from every person who bought a house and needs to believe they made the right call. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Sometimes it's true, and sometimes buying a house is the worst financial decision you'll ever make. Let's look at the math nobody wants to show you. When people compare renting and buying, they compare rent to a mortgage payment. Rent is $2,000 a month. Mortgage is $2,000 a month. So buying is obviously better, right? Wrong. That comparison is a lie because a mortgage payment is not the true cost of owning a home. Here's what nobody adds up. Property taxes, 1 to 2% of the home value every year. Home insurance, another $1,000 or more per year. Maintenance, budget, 1% of the home value annually. HOA fees, closing costs, mortgage interest. On a $400,000 home, the hidden costs alone can add up to over $14,000 a year. That's over $1,000 a month that builds you zero equity. Now here's the part that completely changes the equation. The down payment. To buy that $400,000 home, you put down $80,000. Most people think that money is invested in the home, but it's not growing, it's frozen. What if you rented instead and invested that $80,000 in an index fund? At a 10% average annual return, that $80,000 becomes over $1.3 million in 30 years. Meanwhile, the house appreciates at the historical average of around 4% per year. The stock market has historically outgrown real estate by more than double. The down payment you invested in your home might be the most expensive money you never grew. Now, before every homeowner comes for me, buying absolutely can be the right move. Buying wins when you stay put for a long time. The costs of buying and selling are so high that you usually need to stay at least 5 to 7 years just to break even. Buying wins when you get a fixed rate and inflation slowly erodes your payment while rents keep climbing. Buying wins when it forces you to save, because for many people, a mortgage is the only saving they'll ever do. And buying wins when it's about a home, not an investment. Stability, roots, a place that's yours. Those things have value that no spreadsheet captures. So what's the actual answer? There's a simple rule to cut through the noise. It's called the 5% rule. Take the value of the home you want, multiply it by 5%, divide by 12. If you can rent an equivalent home for less than that number, renting is likely the smarter financial move. If renting costs more than that, buying probably wins. On a $400,000 home, that's about $1,667 a month. Rent below that, keep renting and invest the difference. Rent above that, buying likely makes sense. Renting is throwing money away, is something people say when they don't understand opportunity cost. The truth is simple. Renting isn't wasteful. Buying isn't always winning. The right answer depends on your numbers, your timeline, and your life. Run the math. Ignore the pressure. Decide for yourself. Next week, we'll break down good debt versus bad debt. Why some debt makes you rich and some debt keeps you broke.